My beloved child, you didn't stumble upon this moment by coincidence. I brought you here with purpose. I've guided every step, every hesitation, every thought that led you to this very message. I am your God, and I have something sacred to release into your life. I want you to understand how deeply I see you. I see your worries, the quiet ones you don't speak aloud. I see the fear behind your smile, the pressure that tightens your chest every time another bill arrives, the disappointment in your eyes when you check your account and it's not enough. I know you've been trying. I know how hard it's been. You've sacrificed, you've hoped, you've cried in silence while trying to hold it all together. You've whispered prayers in the dark, and you've wondered if I heard them. My child, I have heard every word, and I have felt every tear that fell from your eyes. You were never praying into emptiness. You were never alone. I have been with you all along. You may not understand it now, but this very moment is sacred. This is more than a message. It is a visitation. I'm here to tell you something important. Your financial miracle is already on the way. It has begun. The shift is happening even now. You can't see it yet because the seed of breakthrough often grows beneath the surface first. But I need you to know that I've already begun orchestrating things in your favor. I'm sending provision from places you least expect. I'm lining up the right people, the right opportunities, the right timing. What seemed stuck will begin to move. What seemed closed will begin to open. What seemed impossible will bend under the weight of my power. I am the God who makes ways in the wilderness and streams in the desert. Nothing is too hard for me. But before the manifestation comes, the preparation. This is where trust matters. I want you to trust me, not just when you see the blessing, but now, before it appears. This is where your faith breathes. I know it's difficult. I know it's frustrating when you feel like you've been doing everything right, yet still feel stuck. You look around and see others thriving, and you ask, God, why not me? You wonder if I've forgotten you or if you've done something wrong. My precious child, hear me. I do not measure you by your bank account. I don't look at your worth through the lens of your financial status. My love for you does not fluctuate with your income. Your struggle is not a punishment. It's a chapter, not the whole story. It's part of your testimony, one that ends in triumph. I am the author of your life, and I write in victories, not dead ends. Even as you listen to me now, I am writing a new chapter. I am redirecting resources. I am speaking into the hearts of those who will bless you. I am placing your name into rooms you haven't entered yet. I am turning hearts of generosity toward you. Yes, I am a God of miracles, but also a God of timing. What you've been waiting for isn't denied. It's being prepared. I do not give too early nor too late. I give when it will not only bless you, but keep you, when it will lift you without losing you. And what I give abundantly. Look back for a moment. Remember the times you thought you wouldn't make it, but did. Recall that bill you feared you couldn't pay, yet somehow it got covered. Think about those moments when someone stepped in unexpectedly, or when you found the strength to keep going when you thought you had nothing left. That was me. Every time. I've been showing up in ways you didn't even realize. Sometimes I come in the form of quiet provision, sometimes through the kindness of a stranger, sometimes through a delay that protected you. I never stopped showing up. I never will. You may not feel strong right now, but strength is not the absence of struggle. It's your choice to keep moving through it. And I see your strength. I see the way you hold on when everything inside you wants to let go. That perseverance is from me. I placed that spirit in you before you were born, and now I'm watering it with hope. I want you to begin seeing yourself the way I see you, not as someone who is failing, but as someone who is enduring, someone who is being shaped into something extraordinary. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. You are deeply seen, perfectly loved, and divinely chosen. I am not limited by the economy, by your job, by your qualifications, or by the opinions of others. I am not restricted by market trends or closed doors. When I say yes, nothing can stop what I've set in motion. I am not consulting anyone else when I choose to bless you. I move by my will, and my will for you is provision, peace, and purpose. I want you to have more than just enough. I want you to overflow, but not for indulgence, for impact, so that you can bless others, uplift those in need, and shine as a testimony of what I can do in the life of someone who trusts me. This financial struggle has tested you, but it will not define you. You are coming out of it refined, wiser, stronger. I am breaking the spirit of lack off your life. I am removing the labels of fear and failure. I am silencing the voice that tells you it will always be like this. It won't. The wind is shifting, the season is changing, and you will begin to feel the difference. You'll notice unexpected relief. You'll receive kindness that seems random, but it's not. It's divine. You'll see the beginnings of open doors, the whispers of new beginnings, and the gentle unfolding of my promises. This is only the beginning. I'm not finished speaking to you, and I'm not finished working in your life. Hold on to this truth. I am for you. And if I am for you, who can be against you? You are not alone in this battle. I go before you. I surround you. I carry you, and I will not fail you. The miracle is not just coming, it's already on the way. My precious child, I need you to know something sacred, something I've whispered to your spirit time and time again. I have seen every single sacrifice you've made. I have watched as you've gone without so others could have. I have seen the nights you laid awake in silent tears, wondering how you were going to hold everything together just one more day. I saw the moments when you put food on someone else's plate, even when there was barely enough for yourself. You thought no one noticed. You believed your giving went unseen, but I saw it all. Every act of love, every decision made with integrity in moments of pressure, every time you chose to be kind when your own heart was tired, I was there and I was moved. You have no idea how deeply your faith has touched me. You think you're weak, but I see strength. You think you've failed, but I see a fighter. You've kept believing even with an empty account. You've continued hoping even when your reality didn't change. That kind of faith is rare. That kind of faith moves heaven. You have not gone unnoticed, and you will not go unrewarded. I am not unjust. I am a father who honors the hearts of those who choose me, even when life doesn't look like a blessing yet. And that is why I am sending help. Not just any help, but divine, unmistakable, undeniable provision. Your financial miracle is not only coming, it's forming in real time. Behind the scenes, I am orchestrating connections that will change everything. I am shifting conversations in rooms you've never entered. I am prompting someone right now to remember your name, to bless you, to open a door. You may have been overlooked by people, but you've never been overlooked by me. They may have passed over your resume, rejected your request, ignored your message, but I have been planning something higher than their platforms. I do not need their yes to bless you. I am the God who can speak favor into a moment and flip your entire season overnight. But you must understand, this is about more than money. Yes, I care about your financial needs, but I care even more about your soul. My blessing isn't just in currency. It's in clarity. It's in confidence. It's in peace of mind that surpasses all understanding. I want to give you not just a breakthrough, but rest. I want your heart to be free from constant fear. I want your thoughts to breathe again, no longer suffocated by dread every time a new expense arises. I want to bring balance to your life, restoration in your home, joy in your conversations, wisdom in your planning. I want to remind you that you were never made to survive. You were made to live, and I am building in you the capacity to carry what I'm about to give. because the blessing I'm preparing for you is not just for today, it's for your future. It's meant to last. So yes, some delays you've experienced were divine. Some closed doors were me protecting you from things that would have collapsed your foundation. There were opportunities that looked good on the surface but would have pulled you out of alignment with my purpose. There were jobs, deals, and relationships that sparkled with promise but were soaked in deception. I withheld, not to punish, but to preserve, because I care more about your soul than your speed. I care more about the longevity of your peace than the illusion of progress. You've often asked me, Lord, why does it take so long? And I say this with love, because what I'm building in you takes time. I am preparing you to receive without fear, to hold with gratitude, and to give without strings. I am developing in you the wisdom to manage increase and the humility to never forget who it came from. I am enlarging your capacity, stretching your faith, refining your discernment, and anchoring your trust. All of this is so that when the floodgates open, and they will, you will be ready. You won't fumble what I place in your hands. You won't be crushed by the weight of blessing, because your spirit will already have the strength to hold it. You may feel exhausted now, but hear me. You are on the edge of overflow. You are not buried, you are being planted. And what's been planted in faith will bloom in power. Do not underestimate the seeds you've sown through your tears. Your obedience, even when it made no sense to others, has been noted. Your decision to keep showing up at work, in prayer, in service, has not been wasted. Every moment of endurance was a deposit in a spiritual account that is about to yield divine return. I do not ignore faithfulness. I multiply it. So lift your head. Let go of the shame. I'm not holding your past over you. I'm not counting your mistakes. I am rewriting your story with mercy. Where you see a record of debt, I see an opportunity for deliverance. Where you see missed chances, I see a setup for sudden restoration. Nothing is too far gone for me to redeem. Even the years you feel were wasted, I can use them. I am the God of resurrection. I bring dead things to life, even dreams. What's coming next will not be like what you've been through. You are stepping into a new atmosphere, an atmosphere of alignment, of divine timing, of unusual favor. I am placing you on a path where things will begin to connect. You'll start seeing patterns, confirmations, little signs that remind you I'm near. Doors that were once sealed will begin to creak open. You'll hear from someone you hadn't expected. You'll receive word of a new opportunity. But even more than what happens around you, you will feel peace growing within you. That peace is the proof. That calm in your spirit is not accidental. It's a signal your season is shifting. This is the beginning of the release. The beginning of visible answers. The beginning of my promises being fulfilled before your very eyes. I am moving, I am speaking, I am restoring, I am providing, and I am not done yet. My child, now that you've received my word of provision and have begun to feel hope rise again, I want to speak to something deeper, something that has lingered in your spirit longer than you realize. I want to address the weight of shame, regret, and guilt that you've been quietly carrying. The invisible chains that have wrapped themselves around your thoughts every time you've looked back at your past decisions. You have blamed yourself for getting into this financial struggle. You've questioned every choice, every risk, every opportunity missed. You've said things like, if only I had done better, if only I hadn't trusted them, or if only I had saved more. And with every passing thought, shame has whispered its lies. But today I am breaking those chains. You are not a failure. You are not defined by the mistakes of your past. You are not disqualified from the blessing I have prepared for you. I am the God who makes all things new. I do not count your past against you when you come to me with a surrendered heart. I look at you with eyes of compassion, not condemnation. I see your pain, and I see your repentance. but I also see your growth. You've learned, you've changed, you've matured. And now I'm taking the lessons from those painful places and turning them into wisdom for your future. I'm redeeming the time you thought was lost. Even the mistakes you made in fear or ignorance, I can use them to shape something beautiful. Your past is not a prison. With me, it becomes a platform. What once caused you shame will become a testimony that helps others walk free. You've asked, God, why would you bless me after all I've done wrong? And my answer is simple, because I love you. My grace is not earned, it is given. My mercy is not based on your perfection, it flows from my heart. I am not limited by your track record. I see what you've become in the fire. I see your endurance. I see your desire to do better. And I reward the heart that returns to me, no matter how broken it may feel. You are not the sum of your failures. You are the evidence of my grace in motion. Now I want you to shift your thinking. For so long you've lived with the mindset of lack. You've believed you'll always struggle. You've accepted scarcity as normal. But that's not my will for you. I did not create you to live in fear of every expense, to panic at every due date, to shrink every dream to the size of your current balance. That is not your inheritance. You are a child of the King. You were made to live with confidence, not arrogance, but divine assurance. Assurance that I will supply. Assurance that I will lead. Assurance that I will provide, not barely, but abundantly. This means it's time to let go of the belief that you are undeserving of good things, that you're not meant for abundance, that you must always struggle. No, my child, I am rewriting that narrative. You are worthy, not because of what you've done, but because of who you are to me. You are mine, and my heart delights in seeing you thrive. I want you to walk in financial freedom, not just for your comfort, but for your calling. Because when you are no longer bound by fear of lack, you are free to live, free to give, and free to shine. But freedom also requires responsibility. So now, as I prepare to pour new provision into your life, I am also teaching you how to manage it well, not with anxiety, but with wisdom. I am giving you discernment to make better decisions. I'm surrounding you with knowledge and even people who will guide you. I am helping you develop habits that will sustain your blessing, not sabotage it. Because what I give, I want to grow. And what I grow, I want to multiply. Not just for your household, but for generations to come. Some of you feel that even if a blessing came, you wouldn't know what to do with it. But I say to you, do not be afraid. I am not just sending money. I am sending clarity. I am sending strategy. I am sending supernatural insight. I can place ideas in your spirit that will lead to open doors. I can inspire you with creative thoughts that produce overflow. I can wake you up in the middle of the night with dreams that unlock favor. I can guide your hand as you start a new business or make a new investment. I don't just hand you fish, I teach you how to fish, how to gather, how to plant and reap. And as I do this, I want you to begin preparing your heart. Make space mentally and spiritually for the blessing you've been asking for. Sometimes you've prayed for overflow, but your mindset was still rooted in survival. It's time to shift. Begin expecting good news. Begin thanking me even before the provision shows up. This is not false hope, it's faith. And faith is the currency of the miraculous. When you speak as though the blessing is on the way, you align your atmosphere with my promises. When you prepare as though the door is about to open, you signal to heaven that you're ready. Let me remind you of something beautiful. There is nothing too ordinary or too broken in your life for me to use. I can take your current job, even if you dislike it, and turn it into a stepping stone. I can take your side hustle and breathe on it until it becomes your main source. I can send clients and opportunities from places you've never imagined. I can prompt someone to forgive a debt you thought would take years to repay. I can restore what was stolen from you, not just financially, but emotionally, spiritually, and relationally. I am not working on just one level. I am healing the roots so the fruit can flourish. I'm restoring your identity, not as someone who's just trying to get by, but as someone who walks in divine favor. Your name will be known for integrity and increase, not for struggle, but for stewardship. You are stepping into a new era where peace and purpose walk hand in hand. You will have more, not to boast, but to bless. You will remember these hard times not as a curse, but as the soil in which your faith was planted, and what grows from it will be beautiful. I am doing a full work in you from the inside out. The blessing I'm preparing for you is not just going to change your circumstances, it's going to change your perspective. And when your vision changes, your life will follow. My beloved child, this is the moment you've been prepared for. The soil has been tilled, the seeds have been planted, and now I am bringing the increase. The door is not just cracking open, it is swinging wide. You've felt it, haven't you? That subtle shift in your spirit, that small surge of peace that came from nowhere, that unexpected idea, that sudden connection, that random act of kindness that didn't feel random at all. That was me. It's been me all along. I am confirming to you that the season of struggle is turning into a season of strategy. The drought is ending. The rain of my provision has already begun to fall. But child, don't wait until the blessing is in your hands to believe it's yours. I want you to begin walking like it's already done. Speak with confidence. Move in wisdom. Rest in assurance. Your financial miracle is not a fantasy. It's not just a feel-good hope. It is my promise. It's unfolding even now, layer by layer, moment by moment. Don't let the enemy distract you with doubt. Don't let fear silence the song of gratitude rising inside you. Faith is not ignoring reality. It is standing on the truth that my reality is higher, and my truth is this: you are provided for. You are cared for. You are chosen for overflow. You don't have to beg me for what I already want to give you. You don't have to convince me to care. I'm not a distant God pacing heaven. I'm the one who's been kneeling beside your bed, hearing every whispered prayer. I've seen the way you give, even when it hurts. I've seen you encourage others while you felt empty. That selflessness, I will honor it. I always reward those who sow in faith, who choose righteousness even when scarcity presses against them. And I say to you now, the reward is near. Your breakthrough will not look like anyone else's, because you are uniquely designed for what I'm releasing. For some of you, I'm birthing new business ideas that will create waves of income and influence. For others, I'm sending unexpected checks, canceled debts, favor in job interviews, promotions without explanation. Some of you will see a door reopen that you thought had been sealed forever. Others will be led down a path you didn't plan, but it will prosper you more than what you prayed for. And while I pour out blessing in material ways, I'm also unlocking treasures in your soul. Wisdom that silences anxiety, peace that outlasts problems, joy that doesn't wait for circumstances to change. You've asked me to fix what's outside, and I am. But I've also healed what's inside. That worry that used to wake you up in the night, it's fading. That panic when the bills came in, it's weakening. Why? Because I've established a deeper truth within you. You lack nothing when I am your shepherd. I want you to carry that truth now. Walk into rooms knowing you're backed by heaven. Look at your bank account through eyes of faith, not fear. Every number may not have changed yet, but your story already has. From barely making it to overflowing, from counting pennies to counting testimonies, from striving to thriving. That is the shift I'm making. That is the miracle you're stepping into. But hear me, don't keep this to yourself. What I'm doing in you is meant to flow through you. When I bless you, it's so you can be a blessing. When I pour out, it's not just for your relief, it's for my glory. So testify, share, give, encourage, and yes, sow, not out of guilt, but out of faith. Because giving is one of the fastest ways to break the chains of lack. When you release what's in your hand, you make room for me to release what's in mine. If this message has touched you, if your spirit is stirred, then respond. Not just with emotion, but with action. Type in the comments right now, "I receive it, God." Let that be your declaration of faith. Speak it out loud. Write it in boldness. Don't just hear my words. Engage with them. Plant your faith like a seed. And if you feel led, take another step. Share this message with someone else. You never know who's praying for confirmation at this very moment. My dear child, this is the moment. You are not waiting for the miracle anymore. You are walking in it, so don't shrink. Don't apologize for the favor that's about to flow. Stand tall, smile with expectation. I am not done blessing you. In fact, I'm just getting started. Now go forth in peace. Go forth in power. Go forth knowing your financial miracle has been unlocked. And because I, your God, have spoken it, so shall it be. Amen, Amen, and Amen.